Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included. We are on cycle 25 of this frozen asteroid. Working on setting up full steam ahead achievements in time, but more base setup at the moment. This episode, we're going to get this little section complete and test it out. So I have been having water freezing in the pipes just a little bit, and we're going to see if we can avoid that. Furthermore, I'm also going to see if I can set up a washroom in this cold area. Again, with an area to warm up the water so my pipes don't freeze. Let me give this tube farming. Also see some melting here. It might be smart to take some of this material, ice, snow, and knock that out to the side. Not much hydrogen, which means we probably have to use a manual generator every now and then, but... Oh, you know what? Forgotten last episode, we were making more metal to get power control station, to get more power from the manual generators and the hydrogen generator. So see some ice here, just a tiny bit. Though, if we could get that out of the way, that would be really nice. Just to avoid that little bit of water. Let's go look at where we want to explore. Go visit this. Make our way over to visit this guy as well. And that critter is going to be brought up here where we can use the sharing station once we get into there. Boxer down here supplying some material for our ladders. Spark producing some power for us. Oh, I have not, make sure these guys are okay, I have not had a process for removing eggs from the stable. We'll have to set that up soon, actually. Research. Is there anything that looks like it might be interesting over the next little bit? I mentioned the eggs. Let's put in an automatic dispenser for collecting and removing those from our stable. Complete our ladder system. Alright, we gotta watch these guys. These are, we've got tame critters. So now I need to, I wasn't feeding them because they were wild before, so now that they are tame though, let's make sure they get some food. Pike apple's gonna go in there. What are we doing for mush bar? I think, yeah, we're still got the micro mushers going. I think the next dupe that we have, which is gonna be in 2.2 cycles, is gonna be another specialized dupe in cooking. Got one so far. Fry. Oh yeah, just trying to remind myself what I was doing with that pump here. That was to create a vacuum so we can bring in heavy watt wire. So I'm going to bring a heavy watt wire line in like this. Connect that in like that. I am quite curious. This is the first time doing this type of setup to warm up liquid water so it doesn't break in pipes. Because right now it's going out. At the moment it's fine. And as long, this seems to work as long as these guys consume enough water, such that the water doesn't stagnate or sit in the pipes where it has time to freeze. But the higher I can get that, the less likely that's going to be an issue as far as I can see. Let's have a look here. Hold on. I don't see any water being dropped off. Whisper, are you on that task? Looks like it. Here we are. The other thing that would be nice if we could avoid keeping water in here for a short time. The airflow tiles make a big difference. But still there is freezing potential. Just going to put that there, but we don't want that to run just yet. Did I actually plug the pump it? Oh. My plan was to put this there. I'm realizing now that's not going to work. I'll do this instead. But I think the interior of this room... Oh, right, I forgot this door out. This is what controls the door. Oh no, that's actually being controlled there. Okay, but it's set up to go. So I think all I need to do now is just seal this off, add in this little vacuum, connect the heavy watt wires, and we can turn that on and see how it works. I'm actually quite curious to see how it's going to go. Got this critter here. We need to be brought up here. Let's just make sure that's a high priority task. It is. Another skill point. Who could that be? Rock. Ooh, super duper hard digging for rock. For sure. Wrangle. Critter ranching too. Checking on these guys. Also, there's other critters here that have laid eggs. This guy, I suspect, has laid an egg there. So you know what? We're going to throw you in. So that is the automatic dispenser, which is nice because I'm definitely going to be utilizing that pretty soon for removing of eggs. I mentioned in the washroom. I've never built a washroom in a cold area, but I'm with this setup. It may work, it may not. We'll see. But we'll see what happens when I get really hot liquid into the pipe system. Can I get away with washroom, which in the past I have not done really, without warming the environment. We're gonna need up there. Let's remove some of this material before we seal this area off. Mush bar is still around 8,000, so Fry's able to catch up. It would be nice to have another dupe that can cook. Got a special area for each of these guys. Have we got any more in this stable? We have not, which is a bit of a surprise. Hammer going down here. Wrangle, are you going to pick up this critter? Let me check priorities. Wrangle, you're focusing on ranching. Why do you not move this? Unless that's not considered. What if I just hit Wrangle? Does that change things? Oh, that was a move action. Wrangle is a... Okay, that is actually good to know. Now that we've got gas masks, working in this area shouldn't be as much of an issue now. Though before I pop into this zone, it might be smart if we put in some deodorizers around. Put one there, one there. So I see a good amount of polluted water, or oxygen. Bring that up to our base. Might have to have a second transformer here in a little bit. Okay, what do we got here? Just make 2 more of these. I think we can give this a test. This is exciting. Gosh, bars 11,000. Skill point to be given out. Spark. Improved carrying. Eventually mechatronics engineering would appear. That would be interesting. I'm not sure if there's... Oh yeah. If we're going to have a washroom, probably want a water sieve. This can be built. We will create a vacuum in here. That's just going to prevent heat from escaping up like that. Okay, we are ready to give this a test. Hopefully I didn't forget anything, but here's what I was intending to do. We'll see if it works. I want to get this water... the pump to send water into here when it's needed. This thing determines if it's needed or not. And water goes out from this pump. So water is now, instead of going directly in, it's going to go in here. Oh, that's right. We're going to have to wait for that water to accumulate before the liquid temperature goes on. But that's okay. Going to get rid of this guy. And we will connect this automation line. That's going to make it such that that's going to stay green. As long as the door is open, the tubes can go in and dump water. But when this becomes too full, I think I have it as 100. That door will shut and no one can dump anything out there anymore. I also don't need this hydro sensor there anymore, so I might as well put in an airflow tile right there. Bar 15,000 calories. Okay, so something is still going on. We've got this guy who's just not moving. Hit, man, move to. Let's move it right there. Make that priority. Let's go to... It might be the fact that everyone has a priority. No one's doing storing. Why don't we give Boxer the storing? So if nothing else, Boxer should go down. Do a few moves. Should also start to take advantage of a few of these. I don't have any... Oh, I do have light up here. What could we do? Oh, you know what? Let's bring them right into the Great Hall, so dupes can see when they eat. Oh, yeah, we've got hydrogen going. A little bit's going up here, which is not what we want, because we want hydrogen to go here. That's oh, look at that. Nuts. Trying to avoid that situation. What can we do? So we've got the... electrolyzer sitting right there. If we seal this off, that should stop that. We've got a vacuum in here. Got this water warming up. Gotta be geared. Oh, it's a little annoying. Carbon dioxide's in there. That's actually really annoying. Because water's not sitting next to it. Piece of granite that don't really care. We're going to have to pop into this for a second, address the situation. Start by taking that out. Oh. Maybe we're good. Maybe I should have just waited. Seal that back up. Technically, I could do that, couldn't I? Oh, it would really matter one way or the other, but anyway. Let's get that sealed off so we don't lose heat. So we're going to keep dumping water here until this is filled up to this level, which will give access to the pipe. Where are we right now with the pipe? We're nearly empty. Take this quartz here. We'll move this up like that. Let's have a look at light. Oh, that quartz says arrived. Never mind. Another skill point. Hammer. Ah, demolition. Finally have a dupe that can do demolition now. Is there anything that was actually that important or in the way? Got this, but it's not really in the way. I'll try getting rid of this. I'm curious if I can get rid of these two tiles. For some reason, I don't know if that's actually going to do anything. Only thing I can think is to try to melt it. Anyway. So this area's being warmed up to 75 degrees. Once we get to 75 degrees, it shuts off. We still need more water, though. Just we're dropping some in, adding more and more. It's probably going to cool the temperature, getting the liquid temperizer to run a bit longer. Maybe. For you, 500. Still a good amount of water to go, though. What I might do is just tap into this short term. Just so that we're not in a situation where we don't have any oxygen produced by electrolyzers. And this ice definitely needs to move out away from this guy. Otherwise, it's going to melt this water. And now I will choose another dupe. I was thinking a dupe that can cook, but I see Fry is actually doing pretty good. So I may not... Let's have a look what's available. Supply, cooking. Yeah, you know what? Since I was actually thinking of... call this dupe Fork and Fry. Oh, there we go. Because I am planning on getting up to 14 dupes maybe, or 15 even. I'm going to go for the local for. Might need more cooks. Ultimately, I will, though. Need several, or 2 dupes for cooking. Okay, I think this is the setup now. Split between the two until we've got enough. Okay, see, this guy has arrived. That's nice. We'll move him up here. We are out of power. Did we ever get that enough metal? We did. Okay. I'm going to throw that right there. Say that's an important thing. I mean, a tune-up would be quite nice, especially on the hydrogen generator. Maybe we'll even, since we've got a power issue, we'll add in a second one for the time being until we have some tune-ups. Make sure we don't have too many eggs in here because we don't have any egg removal process set up just yet. Let's have a look to see if anything should be researched, but I think we might actually be fine for the time being. Maybe the last thing is to get the metal refinery smelting. Might do that soon-ish. Though we definitely need to produce the, or fix the power situation before we get a metal refinery, though. So here we are. We've got input iron. Make that a priority. And let's get some tune-ups in here so we can produce more power with less work. And less hydrogen. Now we've got 2 manual generators. So that's taking a bit of toll on our labor. Whisper and Beaker on that, though. Bit of carbon monoxide pooling up here, but it's not really an area where the dupes spend much time. Though I don't like the idea that these guys are exposed to carbon monoxide, actually. I think we'll dig that out. Did we get any? Oh, I was just thinking that warm coats. Let's have a look. Who should get a warm coat? Let's give that to Hammer. Extend this down just a little bit. We've got our deodorizers, filtration medium. I don't know if we have access to any, or had access to any sand yet, but there's a bunch right here, so that's going to be easy. Since the focus is going to be getting down to where the machinery is, to get our full steam ahead, let's optimize the path down by getting in the fire pole. Yeah. Fortunately, we just have too much hydrogen up in this direction. I was trying to avoid needing gas masks just yet, but I can see that's just going to be necessary. Put in 4 like we have on the bottom section of the base. So this gas line going up for oxygen. Come on, turn you. There you go. Don't have our tune-up just yet, Spark. If I could get you to do tune-ups instead of running. Why is that going on? This might be an issue. Priority, Spark. Take you off operating. Oh, you're going for food anyway. Okay, so extending our fire pole going down. What else do we want to do? This guy. It's moving up here. Come on, Boxer. Hope you make it down before they get out of the rope. Oh. And I see an egg. So what I might do, I might actually cancel. Or let's wrangle them. Cancel the move. Let's move this guy into the stable. I don't have... Let me set up another one of these. Or you know what? We'll wait for them to be not wild. So we don't need to feed them until they're tame. We need to extend this just a little bit more. In fact, what might be nice is to do this. New blueprint. I think I already had that one. It's 17. 900. We're getting close to 1,000, which we can fully automate this, which would be nice. I think before we go too much into that direction, I'm going to experiment with this washroom. So, design I typically do. Start it now. I think in the next episode we'll test it out. We'll have a spot there for polluted water. A line for regular water. As long as this water is warmer. Let's actually check this. Oh yeah. I forgot we're not actually taking water from the hot area yet. So that's not actually a nice temperature. Just trying to envision this. We're going to have one of these guys there, one of these guys there. So that's going to be the shower area. Then we'll have a spot for, let's see, 2 washrooms. I think we'll just live with 2 for the time being. Typically do, so yeah, we'll have a 1 liter. Oh no, I'm forgetting the sink. We're gonna have a sink, a washroom, another sink, and can that be 64? I think, yeah, that should work then. Okay, just want to watch the spacing here because I've got... I want to have an extra spot between the shower for lighting. So one there, and that's going to give an extra space, but we don't need a space for these guys. So pull everything just back just a little bit. And I'll give a space between the 2. Okay, should do. $945, $950. So this is a 2-part process. One is the actual washroom. If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna want to turn the polluted water that's in here around into regular water without any bacteria or sickness. And dump it back into that warm storage before it freezes. I think we are good with research for the time being, actually. Nails. Let's give you construction. Fork, grilling. 36,000 mush bars is starting to get a little bit large. We might need to shut down production for a little bit. Let's do that. To watch that though. Let's make that out of igneous rock. So in order to create this setup, might push that a little bit further back. The system that's going to clean, but I don't want it to be, because I want chlorine in there. Chlorine freezes at a little bit of annoying temperature, or becomes liquid anyway, minus 34, so it needs to be above minus 34. Yeah, minus 27 should be okay. So I'm thinking we'll mop up some of that chlorine. Hopefully it's that simple. I've never actually done this setup before. We'll jump that in here. Get us set up for our washroom. To turn polluted water into just regular water without any disease and dump that into this guy. Here we are. Look at that. So this sensor eventually is going to shut the whole thing down. Now we're going to get water going out from here. So hopefully we can, at this point, permanently disconnect that. Now we see 72-degree temperature water. That is much less likely to freeze. Thinking that it's going to be much safer. That's what I was hoping that would, how that would work. And at some point, this door should be shutting off so that we don't get too much water in here. Look at that. All right, well, with that, dupes, let's get this area built. I think I'm going to finish it here on cycle 9, but on cycle 30, I'll be back soon, and we're going to see if I can actually get a washroom. It should be the first time I built a washroom in a cold area. It's definitely going to lead to a little bit of optimization, a little bit of morale boost. From there, I think we'll be able to dig down and explore more around this area. Let's just check. See this guy's in here. Looks like we've got another warm coat. The more warm coats we've got, the better, too. Let's give that one to Spark. So we're getting more efficient. Warm coats are being passed off. Washroom is being constructed. This whole setup is going to prevent water from breaking or freezing in pipes. So yeah, we've got 71. That is much safer. And this is essentially what was preventing me from considering doing a washroom in the future. Alright, well, we've got this area dug out. And I'd definitely be curious about this whole setup. But anyway, that's going to be next time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you later on, where I'll keep expanding the space and ultimately getting further down so I can get the full steam ahead achievement finally. Till then,